In a world overwhelmed by visual noise, minimalist architecture offers a calming counterbalance. Simplicity perfected isn't just a phrase, it's a philosophy. This video explores how the principles of minimalist design blend harmoniously with timeless elegance, creating homes that are not only beautiful, but purposeful, tranquil, and enduring. Minimalist design thrives on the idea that less is more. Every element serves a purpose. Clean lines, uncluttered spaces, and neutral palettes aren't signs of emptiness. They are tools for intentional living. This restraint allows the architectural form to shine, with nothing unnecessary to distract from what truly matters. Timeless elegance doesn't demand attention, it earns admiration. Rooted in symmetry, balance, and quality, elegance in minimalist design is about thoughtful material selection, proportion, and natural light. It's not flashy or trendy, but enduring and graceful qualities that make a house feel like home across decades. Minimalist homes focus on simple geometric forms, cubes, rectangles, and planes, arranged with purpose and poise. The clarity of structure speaks for itself. Without excessive ornamentation, these forms become sculptural, letting the eye appreciate the composition of space, light, and volume. Lighting is a silent architect in minimalist design. Large windows, skylights, and open floor plans allow daylight to flood the interiors, animating spaces throughout the day. At night, concealed LEDs and accent lighting continue the dance. Light becomes texture, shaping the mood of every room. Minimalism is often misunderstood as cold or sterile, but when paired with natural materials, wood, stone, linen, and clay, it becomes warm and tactile. These materials, used in their honest forms, bring soul to a space, aging gracefully and grounding the design in nature's palette. Negative space is more than just a void. It's an active design element. By allowing areas to breathe, minimalist spaces feel more open and meditative. The absence of clutter creates clarity, and the simplicity of layout fosters calm and focus in everyday life. Great minimalist design is rooted in proportion and scale. The golden ratio, modular planning, and visual balance are often subtly employed to create harmony. This architectural math is invisible, but it's felt, creating spaces that just feel right without needing to know why. Furniture in a minimalist home is carefully curated, not just for function, but for form. Each piece is sculptural, chosen for its ability to complement the space, not dominate it. The goal is cohesion, where furniture and architecture speak the same quiet, refined language. When color is subdued, texture takes the lead. A matte wall beside a smooth marble countertop, a coarse rug on a polished concrete floor. These contrasts elevate minimalist spaces. Texture adds depth, visual interest, and warmth without breaking the minimalist code. Minimalist palettes are often monochromatic or rooted in earthy tones. But this doesn't mean color is absent. It's just more intentional. A single olive green chair, a navy throw, or a terracotta planter becomes a focal point precisely because it is rare, considered, and quietly bold. Minimalist design puts function at the forefront. Open layouts, smart storage, and seamless transitions between spaces make living easier and more intuitive. It's not about having less. It's about having exactly what you need, where and when you need it. One hallmark of minimalist elegance is the connection to the outdoors. Floor-to-ceiling glass walls, interior courtyards, and disappearing boundaries create seamless transitions. Nature becomes part of the design, offering calm, light, and fresh air to enrich the architectural experience. Elegance in minimalism often lies in what you don't see. Hidden cabinets, flush panels, and multifunctional furnishings keep clutter out of sight. This architectural sleight of hand ensures that spaces remain visually serene while still meeting the needs of modern life. From Japanese Zen to Scandinavian Hygge, minimalism has deep roots in many cultures. Each brings a unique flavor, whether it's the rustic minimalism of Nordic woodwork or the refined simplicity of a Japanese tatami room. These traditions inform modern minimalist homes in beautiful ways. Some homes shout with grandeur. Minimalist homes whisper with grace. The silence of simple design allows residents and visitors to exhale, reflect, and truly be present. These are not loud spaces, they're spaces that listen, offering peace in a chaotic world. Timeless design doesn't chase trends. Instead, it prioritizes quality, sustainability, and adaptability. Minimalist homes are easier to update and maintain because they don't rely on fads. They are a long-term investment in beauty and well-being. In minimalist homes, every joint, seam, and finish matters. With so little to distract the eye, details become paramount. This is where elegance meets craft. Clean mitered edges, smooth transitions, and precise execution speak volumes without ever raising their voice. Smart homes can be minimalist too, when tech is integrated with elegance. Hidden speakers, automated blinds, and clean touch panels provide convenience without visual clutter. The home responds to its occupants effortlessly, maintaining a sleek and sophisticated look. Minimalist spaces are perfect galleries for artwork. With calm surroundings and neutral palettes, a single piece of art can become transformative. Whether abstract, classical, or photographic, art becomes the soul of the room, elevated by the simplicity that surrounds it. In minimalist design, space itself is a luxury. Wide hallways, double-height ceilings, and uncluttered rooms make homes feel expansive, even if their square footage is modest. This spatial generosity is part of the elegance. It gives the mind room to wander. Minimalist spaces are also designed for sound. Acoustic panels, soft furnishings, and strategic layouts help control echo and create peaceful environments. The soundscape of a home, quiet, soft, intentional, adds another layer to its elegance and functionality. A minimalist home encourages mindful routines. A reading corner bathed in natural light, a spa-like bathroom, a serene dining space, all support daily rituals. This design ethos promotes presence, helping residents slow down and find beauty in the everyday. First impressions matter. In minimalist design, the entryway sets the tone, often with natural materials, clean lines, and subtle lighting. There's a quiet confidence in a home that welcomes you without extravagance, only thoughtful design. Minimalist kitchens are more than utilitarian. They're elegant compositions. Handleless cabinets, sleek countertops, integrated appliances all contribute to a seamless aesthetic. The kitchen becomes a calm, creative space where beauty and function coexist effortlessly. Bathrooms in minimalist homes feel like sanctuaries. Frameless glass, floating vanities, neutral tiles, and minimal fixtures transform these spaces into retreats. Here, timeless elegance meets function, creating places where morning routines feel like rituals. The bedroom is the heart of rest, and minimalism embraces this. With neutral tones, soft textures, and a lack of visual distractions, these spaces promote better sleep and deeper relaxation. The absence of clutter makes space for clarity and peace of mind. Even gardens and terraces can embrace minimalism. Clean stone paths, sculptural trees, and simple furniture create serene outdoor living areas. These spaces extend the elegance of the indoors, offering calm environments that feel like natural extensions of the home. Despite their simplicity, minimalist homes are deeply emotional. They reflect the lives of their occupants with clarity and grace. Each object, each line has meaning. In this way, the minimalist home becomes a mirror of the self, honest, calm, and deeply human. Minimalist elegance isn't just for architects or design lovers. It's for anyone who values clarity, calm, and intentional living. Whether in a large home or a tiny studio, these principles can be applied at any scale, transforming how we experience space. In the marriage of minimalist design and timeless elegance, we find a lifestyle that celebrates the essentials. Simplicity perfected isn't about restriction, it's about liberation. It frees us from clutter, from trends, from excess, and replaces them with beauty, function, and peace that lasts.